Well, I'm here at Verloc Campground in the National Forest. Trying to remember the name of the Mount Baker, Swinomish, I think. Anyways, whatever. I'll look it up later and I'll get that right. Anyways, it turns out my campsite's right on the river. I do think this is going to make it real nice to sleep tonight. It's raining currently. I have zero signal internet-wise, and I'm here about half hour-ish early. So, nice little spot. And got the bathrooms right over there, and Nat, once he gets here, will be right over there behind all those furry trees. I hope to help him get his trailer in. Apparently, I did it the hard way. I pulled in and then spun it around and backed in. Turns out that road goes and has a loop on the end, just like right over there. It has a loop, and you can come back and then just back straight in, which is good for him because he's got a trailer on, so he's going to want to pull out all the way and then back the trailer in, rather than try to pull in and back the trailer in at an acute angle. Anyway, I'm going to just relax a bit. Not quite sure where I want to put the dining tent. I'm thinking we might want to put it over on his site and spend food whatever time over there. Justin's planning hopefully coming tomorrow, and I'm not sure which side he's gonna pitch a tent in, but there's a perfectly good spot right there by the river if he wants it. He just has to make sure he registers his vehicle. So anyway, fun times. Got a nice big fire pit, which is good. I do have firewood in the bus. Oh no, the grill actually flips over. That's really cool. And I suppose this really wet firewood is intended to be burned. Not by me. Looks like we had a spare seat too. Nice. So, I'd say this picnic table's been here for a while. It's got a little bit of moss growing on it, but hey, it's good. Unfortunately, that tree has seen better days. It's been recently cut down, it looks like. You can see all the sawdust, and you can see it better from up here. It's been cut. But I think it got hit by lightning or had some better days otherwise. So, whatever. That's what happens in forests, right? But it's a nice spot. I really like having the river there. That's really cool. Anyway, no internet, so this is just going to get saved on the phone until later. We shall see. Should be fun. Should be a fun weekend. I did bring my new, in quotes, new to me, crockpot, propane powered crockpot. Well, slow cooker, I guess they call it. Crockpot's a brand name, whatever. And it's currently sitting right there. Coleman doesn't make them anymore, so at least don't seem to make them anymore. So getting my hands on that was a bit fun. Bought off eBay, and you can see my aim isn't too great, throwing things in the trash. Anyway, yeah, she ran pretty well today. And again, the hood's not even warm, but it's like wafting heat out the front. This weirdest design ever. But anyway, as long as it works. And it seemed to do pretty well today. I also, earlier in the day, before I left, I reattached my seatbelt again because it was flopping down. You can see it's there now, properly attached. I put lock washers and a whole bit in it. And then in all that, I forgot to bring the eggs. Whatever. We should be good. I'd let Nat know while I was motoring on up I-5. So, yeah, I took I-5 the entire way. Oh, yeah, and the trash is over there too, which is awesome. This is a pretty nice little spot, I think. Oh, the water right there. Yep. And the camp host guys are over there. Don't want to bug them and put them in frame or anything. But anyway, that's what we got. Actually, looks like I backed it in pretty good this time. Didn't hit anything either. Haha. Which is good, because if I did, it would probably be that big rock or this tree. But anyway, I think this is good size to walk around it and chill a bit. The meat is in the cooler in the back. I didn't bother getting any ice. There is a store about 2 miles down the road. That's the road in, just on the other side of Nat's campsite there. So he's gonna have road noise, but whatever. Doesn't seem to be a very busy road. It's the Mountain Loop Highway. It's actually a kind of fun drive too. But so we'll see how long it is before he gets here. Anyway, well, there's UPS delivering whatever. So yeah, it's working pretty well. Yeah, still need a paint job. Anyway, yeah, and I drove the whole way with the windows open. I didn't even think about it. But it looks like I had the front windows cracked open both sides because it was so hot a couple weeks ago. I just left them that way, and hopefully everything will work out fine. So anyway, I'm out. So don't know if I can use this footage or not, but anyway, just sitting in the bus, listening to some jazz on the radio on all one speaker of the 4 that works, that's left hooked up. Anyway, I'm considering whether or not to put a tablet over there. It's kind of, when I'm driving, it's like way over. That's not the, well, I guess if I had it like somewhere like that, it might be okay. But this piece here is on an angle, and it's welded in the bottom. I may just cut it right off and bolt it back on, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really decided. I might even just take the whole thing out if it's not going to be convenient, but we'll see. I don't know. I have the stuff to actually mount the tablet there. It's sitting in the back, but I just don't feel like doing it right now. And the bolts that they gave are definitely not long enough to make it through a 2-inch, looks like what it is, 2-inch square pipe from the top. I mean, I could do it, I guess. I could drill all the way through and then bolt it all the way through. Or I could just drill it on the top and then rivet it. Might work. I don't know. We'll see. No. But got the window open, just sitting here, waiting for Nat to pull in. Might go take a look at the notice board over there too. But I figured the jazz in the background is far less likely to trigger issues than any other station, really. Anyway, I was just screwing with the radio. Let me shut it off. That's better. Better for the battery to not waste it on that anyway. So, yeah, I might go and check out the announcement board thingy over there, and also if Nat comes in, I can point him the way. Anyway, I'm just kind of comfy sitting here at the moment. It is a fairly comfy place to be sitting. Yeah, I also need to take a look at pulling. It's another camera wire. Jeez, I guess there used to be a camera right here. They took that one out, but they didn't take that one out. Go figure. But why is the dome light on? Why is the dome light on? That's not good. Oh. So I had it turned on with the switch. That'll do it. Okay. Good thing I caught that. It would have killed my battery. Apparently this does the dome light. I thought it was supposed to do the... I was messing with it while I was driving. I thought it was supposed to do the backlighting for the speedometer, but guess not. Or I just had it set wrong. I don't know. Whatever. I'll RTFM later. But I'm thinking of putting a USB hub in there to hook up the tablet to, and then run, or at least have USB cables coming out there, and then run it up there and put a Raspberry Pi up in there. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Just run it underneath the dash, and then up the A-pillar, I guess. I don't know, I'll figure it out later. I'm just thinking out loud. And the other thing I might want to do in that spot as well, or somewhere, is I don't think I really want a CB radio. I wouldn't mind having it wouldn't be bad to have a CB radio, but I'm thinking more of an FRS base station or a ham radio. I do have my ham license. Haven't used it forever, but I mean I could put take this stupid thing out and put a radio in there. Maybe, I don't know. I'll figure something out. But that would be useful. Like if I had ham radio, or something else, CB even. It'd be useful for the times when I'm like not really convoying, but traveling together with someone. I mean, I know Nat was thinking, and I think it's a great idea, do part of 101, Highway 101 sometime. And if we're both driving, it would actually be kind of useful to have a way to communicate while we're driving. Buying a couple of radios, might do the trick. But I don't know if he wants to even install something in there, but even a handheld FRS radio would be helpful. The other thing I want to know is if I take... let's not put my fingers in front of it. If I take this whole thing off... Wow, it's almost off anyways. I never even checked that. Oh, wow. There we go. Let's put that back on. Thanks. But if I took this all off, is it actually possible to put in a double DIN radio? That's really what I'd want. I think it is, but I might have to get a different dash piece from a newer van that actually has the front cut for it, and take this area out and put in a double DIN right in the front. I don't know. And of course, if I go and change to actually having air conditioning, inside air conditioning, I would have to replace this unit too, because this is not an air conditioning one. The air conditioning in here is controlled with that thing up there, but I've already pretty much decided I want to get rid of that big honking air conditioner in the back. So I don't know. And I have a switch to put in here to control the rear heater, because the rear heater switch was up here, and that's what this, I think that's what this wire is for. I think that's what it was for. I'll have to revisit my wiring diagram, but that's why I left that wire in there and so long, so I can actually get it hooked up to the switch, which I have here. I have to put in there, which I got from off eBay, but from somebody who had a GMC Safari, I think. Anyway, one of the smaller van types, but it looks like it fits perfectly. So one of these days when I'm not camping, I'll put that in, or maybe I'll just bring it with me when I'm camping. And in downtimes like now is actually a good time to fiddle with such things. But I don't want to really get into looking at fiddling this part right now for the tablet, because as soon as I get started, I'm sure that's when he'll show up. But actually, hold on. It's right behind me. This is the actual mount kit I have. No reason I can't at least investigate while I'm sitting here. Okay. Sorry, I might cut some of this useless video. There we go. So here's the piece that goes on. See, it's not very big. Let me move my keys out of the way. Just put them in the ignition. That'll keep them out of the way. And move that out of the way. There we go. So I'm thinking is something like that might be useful. But then how do I actually mount that? Or maybe, ooh, that could work. Mount it onto that. Okay. You just loosen this a touch and get the full effect here. Kind of like that. And then unfortunately, I want to twist this in a different way than it wants to go. Because I want to have it... Nope. 1 second. There. Something like that. That might actually work. So, screw it into the back. And this isn't quite the angle I want it at, though. I want it more like this. But to do that, I can't have that thing be horizontal. Now, maybe I can do it like this. Yeah. But then we get back into the drilling down through the pipe issue. And I might be able to bolt in the back. Oops, sorry. In the back, and then use the rivets in the front. At least in the one side where I won't be able to put a bolt in necessarily. But a blind rivet there would work. Because then I can have this thing rotate whichever direction I want. And it's currently upside down, but whatever. It's just... Whoa! Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to have to stay upside down because I don't think it's going to work this... Well, maybe it will. Ooh, actually. Let me just try it like this. It's a little bit far down, but it almost works. Actually, I think that works like that. If I did it this way, this will be easy to bolt on. But then I just want to make sure that this thing has enough leeway. Yeah, it would. It would have enough leeway to move it somewhere better. Like that. Then leaves me space for to move this over out of the way if it's in the way of my coffee. Because, that's also important. Because the coffee goes down there. I think I like that. Because then I can put instead of using the phone for directions, I can also use the tablet. Because it's an Android tablet. I like that. That works. And that also leaves me space to bolt on other things on the other side, like a cup holder, for instance. Like a good cup holder. And then I can, use that. Hey, I like that. I really do like that idea. Okay, I think I figured it out. Awesome. See, this is what happens when you sit around waiting for people. Let me put this down and read the instructions briefly. I didn't expect it to be done that way. That's not how I'm going to use it. Apparently. Attached, blah blah blah, done that. Mounted, done that. Use the included screws to mount it to the desired surface area. Yeah, that's the point. Of course, use these screws, and they're not actually screws, they're bolts. They sent bolts and nuts. So I need to, either way, I'm going to have to drill. Which is fine, I have the drill here, but... yeah. iBolt, Arcadia, California. I don't think so. This is made in China. Don't give me this nonsense. I would be very surprised if it wasn't. Anyway, what they provided for mounting was the following. They gave two-sided tape thingy to place it. VHB two-sided tape, which is actually good stuff. I may not even need to bolt it. That's the other thing. I can just use that. And then they gave four little bolts, four little nuts. So if I did drill through here, like stick it on with the VHB, right? Put it in place, drill through, like mark on the tape where to drill straight through this nice hard steel, and then bolt it down, and tape, and also peel the double-sided tape here, so it's actually stuck there, and then bolt it on. I think that would work quite nicely. My mirror is... I am very satisfied with this mirror. To be honest, I am really glad I got it. It's better than the old one anyway, which is still in the back. I threw out a bunch of stuff and I forgot to take that out and toss it. But yep, this mirror works well for me. That one over there was useless to me today because it's all fogged up. The two little front mirrors, well, the one left needs replacing. You can't really tell, but you just see. Yeah, you can kind of tell. On the top there, you can say it's kind of wrinkled. That's like right about from there over to there. It looks kind of wrinkled-ish. Basically, what it looks like is the aluminum or whatever inside the glass. Well, I think it's glass anyway. Inside has peeled away from the glass or plexiglass or whatever it is. I think it's glass. Anyway, so it's kind of come apart, and it looks like the same thing is happening up here. Oh, you can't see because there's a dot of rain there. Right there where that fuzzy spot is. Looks like there's another spot where it's peeling. It's like if water got in there and froze and then it came off. The other one over there is just fine. So, I don't know. And I saw something on I-5 today that I think would be very useful. It was on a box truck. But basically, if you look in the mirror, they had a mirror up mounted in the top, pointing straight down the back of the vehicle. So from here, you could look into that and see down the back, right down the back corner of the vehicle. I think that could be a very useful thing to investigate. I don't know where I could find one and whatever, but that was rather neat. I don't think I've ever seen that before, or if I did, I never really noticed. So, anyway, so nice and green out, yay, and mossy, but yeah, well, what do you expect? It rains a lot here. Anyway, I have an idea what to do. Woohoo! I'm pretty sure the actual tablet is in the bin in the back, so if I did do this trip, I could actually try it later on. Because I have the USB stuff to power it, keep it powered anyways for now. I was using it on the phone on the way here. But I brought a micro USB and the USB-C. The pink one is micro USB. The blue one is, and the gray one, which is around here somewhere. Yeah, there it is, over there. Those are both USB-C. So that's what charges the phone, but the tablet actually uses micro. So I have a nice long pink one there, which I grabbed from home. So I can power the tablet no problem at the moment. It's not the way I want to power it. I want to power it off a USB hub, which is then connected to the Raspberry Pi, so then it's also communicating on that channel, on that. And the reason I want to do that is, I should have brought it with me. I have an OBD2 adapter down here, right, somewhere, and I also have a cable that you can put in that has a 90-degree OBD2 that you plug in, and then you can plug your adapter into it, but it basically gives you a cable where you can run the OBD2 somewhere else. So what I would want to do is run the OBD2 in behind the dash or something, and then into an OBD2 to USB connector, which will go into the USB hub that's hooked up to the Raspberry Pi. That way, instead of using Bluetooth to do all the sensor stuff, I could just use USB. That's the thought anyway, but we'll see. Anyway, nice long monologue, whatever. I might chop some of this. Anyway, yeah, I think I'll look at least sticking this thing on and grabbing a pen and marking it up if I can find my pen. There should be a pen right in here somewhere amongst all this mess. I don't know where I put it. That's lovely. All things to lose, you have to lose the only pen you have around. Alright, anyway. If I can find it, I can mark the spots. Because basically, I think I know exactly where this is going. I mean, it's going right here. Right. I mean, the mount was only like $20, $30, so if I really screw it up, I can always replace it if I have to. But I think if I put this on here, then yeah, then I can mark where to drill. It's gonna be rather tight drilling down here at that angle because of the metal down here, but whatever. Okay, so the other thing I was looking at was the there's lots and lots of cup holder type things that you can clamp onto or bolt onto things, and there's a significant amount here that's hanging out that I could put a cup holder there behind where the tablet is, and just have a good cup holder there for coffee while I drive, because these ones down here suck. And besides, I end up putting stuff in them all the time. Mind you, that whole front of the dash there is full of stuff that shouldn't be there right now anyways. I don't know. I'll get it all organized eventually. Fun times. Changing plans. The drill bits I have, well, first of all, it took me almost an hour to find them in the bus. Eventually, once I found them, I managed to drill through the steel once with the 1/8 inch, and then I realized it was too small. I tried the 3/16, and it bound up and wouldn't drill. So I stopped. I tried some other drill bits as well. They're even crappier. But then I realized I have VHB tape on there, and it's pretty solid stuff. I mean, it's on there. So I just scraped the spare metal shavings off. Most of them I left a little bit behind. And stuck it to the VHB tape. And that'll have to do for now. Maybe later I'll actually re-drill those with a bit that doesn't suck and bolt it on. For the meantime, I'm going to have to deal with it being not bolted on, I think. And 3 o'clock, still waiting. Anyways, I'm going to put this thing back together again and see if I can dig out a tablet to put on there. yeah, it didn't work out too well. I mean, it's on there. And then once I got on there, I realized the actual tablet's in the laptop bag, which is at home. So that doesn't help me for this trip too much. Although maybe I'll actually mount my phone in there while I'm driving on the way back home, so I can actually not have to put it in a stupid place. Let me see how that looks. Just walk around the other side. What? Apparently I hit stop there. No, I was going to say, I don't know how to show you what the phone would look like in the mount, but it should work. And since the actual tablet's at home, not much else I can do with that project for the moment. It's held on by tape, but at least it's good tape. And I think I'm just going to go open up the crock pot so we can use it hopefully soon. Anyway, I also have a charcoal grill in there that needs to be opened at some point, but that doesn't have to be now. Anyway, here we go. Need the addresses. We don't really need the addresses on here, but anyways, bought this off eBay. It's a Coleman Road Trip Insta-Start Heat and Serve Portable Propane Cooker. That was known as propane powered crock pot. Anyway, he taped it really well when he shipped it. So I'm going to cut it open. Fun times. Alright, did some basic censoring with a marker. Make it so it's not readily easy to read. Now if I can get this knife open. There we go. I know exactly how this box is supposed to open. It looks like it's got a tab on this side. This is what happens when people tape things. Very well, actually, but, you know, trying to open it afterwards can be, yep, that looks good. Can be rather tricky. Alright, now this side. Oops, fingers. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. I think this is actually is new in box, like the man said. That's awesome. Ooh, yay, trash. Great. Just what we wanted. Styrofoam. It keeps things from getting broken while it's in shipping, but such a mess to clean up afterwards. Something tells me he's going to take two hands. Well, first let me put the knife down. There we go. Alright. One moment. This is going to look weird, but one moment. Whatever. Alright, lid. A quality plastic lid. That's probably the regulator. Sounds like it. Manual. Alright, and there's the pot. And then we have the burner. Out. that again. Okay. I'm putting the phone down. Okay. Great big pile of paper. 2 chunks of styrofoam to go in the trash. Empty box with little bits of styrofoam in it. We got the base with the cooker part in it. 1 plastic bag. And this goes in like that. Obviously, I'm going to have to clean that real well before I use it, because that's kind of weird right now. Why isn't this latching? That ends in, that ends in. Oh, good enough. Alright, now, I am pretty sure that this is the regulator, propane regulator, but let's finish the job, shall we? Really? Coleman used good tape on these. There we go. And a cardboard box to get rid of. I don't need that. Yep, it is the regulator. Looks exactly the same as the one that's on my stove, surprisingly, no, or not. Let me just get rid of some plastic here. So this one actually has the temperature heat on it. It's not the same as the one on the stove, obviously. Push to turn on. Push to turn on off. Medium, high, low. There you go. Lock. Off. Okay. Well, other than that, it looks pretty much the same. Is that in there? Let's RTFM quickly here for a moment. Read the fine manual. 9935 series electronic ignition propane cooker. Camp stove. Read this manual carefully, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's read it carefully. If you smell gas, stop farting. Do not let... Yeah, I know that. Do not store or use gasoline or other flammable vapors in the vicinity of this or any other appliance. Oh, that's pretty silly. Or any other appliance. Anyway. This appliance can produce carbon monoxide, just no order. Using it in an enclosed space can kill you. Yeah, never use it in an enclosed space such as a tent. Yeah, it will be used inside a tent. It'll be used inside a dining tent, which is just mesh. Anyways. Danger, warning, caution, danger. Yeah, playing with propane can blow you up. Yes, okay, I knew that. Yeah. Yep, I know that. Trust me, I'm not actually discounting the danger here. It's just this is something I've read like 5 million times and other things, so yes, I know how to treat propane. Yes, during lighting and operation it can be a source of ignition. Yep. Not for home or recreational vehicle use. Oh, bite me. Well, it's not going to be used in the recreational vehicle. It's going to be used outside the recreational vehicle. It's from camping. Never leave unattended when hot or in use. That doesn't make sense. As a burn hazard. As a set everything else on fire hazard, sure. But as a human burn hazard, makes no sense. Do not use a deep fat fryer. Yeah, no kidding. Carbon monoxide again. Service safety. Yeah. During setup, check all connections. Correct. Use it as a cooking appliance only. Yep. Don't use it for weird ass experiments. Good idea. More carbon monoxide hazard. How many times have they said that now? Insanity. Anyway, must be on a clear level area, clear of combustible material. Asphalt surface is not acceptable. How about a wooden picnic table? Anyways. Use Coleman brand gas. Nope. I will use whatever brand I happen to get. I think the ones I have are Coleman. Lid, regular cooking base, cooking vessel. Wash the cooking vessel and lid before first use. Prepare food and place in the cooking vessel. Cover with lid. Release lid latch before installing or removing the lid. What? Oh, yeah, that. Okay. Do not place the cooking vessel into the cooker until after lighting the burner. Interesting. Turn off regulator valve. Screw it in. Remove protective cap. Save cap for use in storing. Yeah, I think one of mine went straight in the trash by mistake. I'm going to get a set of brass ones or something. Screw propane bottle and regulator hand tight. Yep. Don't put it upside down. Yeah, duh. Because it's not duh for everybody, but duh for me anyway. Perform leak test outdoors. Yeah. Never leak test when smoking. Yeah, that would be a wise choice. Don't need a Darwin Award today. Danger. Fire, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I've already read that once, twice. Okay, remove cooking vessel. Sturdy flat surface, outdoor use only. Open regulator valve and push igniter button. What igniter button? Oh, it's the igniter button in where you screw it in. Okay. If the igniter fails to light the cooker, use a match to light the burner. If it's wet, the igniter may not spark. Okay. Carefully view the burner flame through an observation hole and inside the bottom of the cooker base. So it should have a pilot light, essentially. Blue, okay. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Adjust flame with regulator valve. Match lighting. Use a long wood match or match extension. I don't know where my long wood matches are. I was looking for them the other day. Couldn't find them. Remove cooking vessel from cooker base. Insert long lighting match to the bunghole. And turn it on. Okay. Adjust flame. Carefully place cooking vessel with food into cooker base. Okay. To cook. It's not automatically regulated. No kidding. Manually adjust the temperature of the regulator valve. Continuously monitor the cooking process while using the cooker. Adjust temperature and or stir food as necessary. Follow recommendations. Blah, 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 blah. Turn off regulator valve. To turn it off, turn it off. Duh. Okay. Make sure to clean. Make sure it's cool. Be a good idea. Remove the cooking base. Remove the cooker away from the flame. Remove the propane cylinder and put the cap back on. Okay. Remove the regulator. Maintenance. Why is it telling me the maintenance should have a good flame when it's in the clean area where there's nothing supposed to burning at all? Anyways. Never store a propane cylinder inside the cooker. Yeah, that would be a bad idea. For storage, transport, place the regulator in the clips below the cooker. Oh, cool. They have spot underneath to store it. That is cute. Make sure it's cool. Carry it. Grass flicker by the base. Yeah, that makes sense. That's it. Got a parts list. Accessories. A carry bag. Ooh. I want one. Not that I care. Okay. Let's fold that back up and toss it back in the box. Cool. Wow, new toy. I think that will make a fine chili. What's our ingredients are here? So let me just close this puppy back up. But it does look like I did get a new in-box cooker, which is exactly what he said he had. Seems I keep on hitting the wrong button. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of some trash now. Ciao. It's pretty when the sun comes out, isn't it? Anyways. Well, we got a fire going. Struggling, as usual, but whatever. It's going. Used the crock pot, made some chili. Worked pretty well. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to clean, but yeah, these things happen. It got a little bit scorched to the bottom, even on medium-low. It was running a bit hotter than I expected. That's life. But if we put the dining tent over the picnic table, because there's too many mosquitoes, not mosquitoes, but flies of some sorts. So, anyway, fun times. Fire. More fire at night. Fire. This wood has been a pain, but it's burning now. And we have a cute little solar rechargeable LED lamp in the dining tent right now. You have to look at getting some of those. But yeah, fire. Alright. Actual Granite Falls. Down. Doesn't look like any fishies are using it right now. That is pretty awesome.